Hi, this is Stephanie Freudenheim doing a screencast on my MacBook Pro. I have Mavericks operating system installed. I have not upgraded to Yosemite, so what you're seeing with the icons or the menus, the appearance of it may be different depending on which operating system you have upgraded to. Notice I have a lot of folders on my desktop. That's just my system. I leave on the desktop what I'm doing for the week, and then I file them after the week is over. And I'm going to use them in a different tutorial, so I haven't closed them all up. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about the dock and some things you can do to set preferences in the dock. The dock is at the bottom of my screen here, all these application icons. And if we want to change how that looks or make some adjustments to it, we're going to go up to the left hand corner into Apple, and we're going to find on the menu Dock, and you get another sub menu, and you see that you can position the dock on the left of the screen or on the right or on the bottom. And as you can see, that might be very useful for somebody who prefers to look at it on the right side, or prefers to look at it on the left side, or prefers scrolling vertically as opposed to horizontally. Right now, when I move my cursor across the icons, as I touch each one, the label of what it is pops up over here to the left. So I'm on System Preferences, here I'm on Launchpad, here I'm on Contacts and Dashboard. So there is a way that you can set your dock so that when you scroll over it, these icons become larger. And the way that we would do that is we'd go into Apple and Dock, and at the bottom it says Dock Preferences, and you would check off this which says magnification, and this would be the size it's going to magnify it to, so I'm going to put it up near max. And what that will do once it's set is when you scroll over the applications, they get very large, which is very nice. I'm going to put the dock on the left side because that's where I prefer it. While we're here, a couple of other cool things are, I like this top setting. It says double click a Windows title bar to minimize. So this is a window that's open. And if I were to minimize this, I would normally go over here and click on one of these little circles. Like the yellow would get rid of it. Now I'm going to open it back up. But if you have trouble seeing those small circles, what you can do is put this setting, double click a Windows title bar to minimize, and that way you just need to place your cursor anywhere up here in the title bar, double click, and it does the same thing. So that is a little bit easier. Let me pull that menu back up again. Another thing that I like to have, you can hide the dock, but I don't really use that. I always really want my dock showing. You can set this animate opening applications, and that would mean when you click on one of these applications over here, it will bounce to show you that it's opening up. There's also a setting that says minimize windows into applications, and what that means is if you have something open in Word and then you minimize it, it will move over into this Word icon. It moves right into its own application. So I don't really use those so much. I use the double click on the title bar to minimize, and I use this one at the bottom which says show indicator lights for open applications. And indicator lights are very small. On the side here, they're to the left of the icon. So next to the system preferences, there's a tiny light to the left. It's actually a triangle, but you can't see it on the screen. And that says system preferences is open. And Finder is open because it's got a little light next to it, but this flip player, it's not open. There's no light over here. So if you have very good vision, you can scan over here and look for lights to see what's open. And if you wanted to close something, you could either close it up here, top menu, you'd click on your program, and at the bottom of it there's always a quit menu, or you would right click on the icon and it would allow you to quit it that way. But let me show you a different way to tell which applications are open. I'm going to close this. is what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my keyboard and I'm going to use the command of the command key and then hit the tab. And it shows me I have two applications open, Finder and Snagit. So that's an easier way to look. Let me just open a little more so I can demonstrate that. And I'm opening up Google Chrome. Minimize that. And I'm going to open up Time Machine and Contacts. Okay, and then when I hit Command Tab, I can see all the things. Let me do that again. Command Tab. These are all the things that are open. My contacts, Google Chrome, Snagit, Finder. So that is an easier way to be able to see what do you have open that you need to close before you shut down. That's the end of this particular screencast. I'll see you again later.